Hi folks, hope you're well. Max from Tone Shift, great to see you today. This is part 2 of the rig rundown, the live rig rundown. Today we're going to be looking at the guitars and the effects. We did the big stuff out in the workshop there. There's a video link up here somewhere, and I'll put a link down in the description as well. If you enjoy stuff like this, folks, a subscription will be absolutely fantastic. Give it a thumbs up, and of course make a comment. I try and look at every single one and try and answer any questions, if at all I can. Anyway, let's dig in and have a look. Nice one. Right, guys, so let's start with the guitars. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab a few of the guitars that I use live. I've got quite an extensive collection of guitars, so I'm not going to go through them all because it'll take forever. We'll do that over the next few years, you know, and we'll talk about that in the community if you want to know anything or you want a bit more detail on just exactly what I've got. Now, of course, I'm a fan of vintage. I'm a fan of all things magnificent. However, the reality is I'm a pub club guitarist, singer, vocalist, whatever you want to call it. And I really just can't afford to be buying vintage guitars and things like that. So a lot of my collection sit on the, you know, semi-pro level, things like Fenders, you know, just standard Mexican Fender. I've got a couple of American ones, but I'll show you what I gig. The other stuff, I've got Gibsons, but I tend to use Epiphones if I'm playing live with them. PRS, once again, I've got cores, but I prefer to take the PRS SE line out. They're absolutely fantastic value for money, and I really do like them. So you'll see a couple of them in this video. I think we've talked about them before in other videos. So the first guitar is going to be a Fender. It's a Mexican Fender, and it's the Nashville Deluxe Telecaster. Let's have a quick look. So, your Nashville Telecaster. This one's a Mexican model. It's from about 2017, and it has, obviously, the 3 pickups, as opposed to just your standard 2 that you'd find normally on a standard Telecaster. This makes it extremely versatile. It's a beautiful neck. It's got locking tuners. It's had some use. It's got a little bit of a cut on the heel, through body, just standard Telecaster type stuff. Did come with a black pick guard. I changed this to a cream one, just because I like the aesthetic of it, really. Yeah, that's the Nashville Telly. An absolute workhorse of a beast. Stays in tune, doesn't mess around, gets the job done. And it's a little bit like a Strat as well. So if you want to take 2 guitars and sound a little bit different on one, then this is probably the one to do. You can get the Strat tones out of it and the Telecaster tones. The only Telecaster tone that's missing is the middle position. But you know what? I can live with that. It's a cracker. It's a keeper. Volume, tone, job done. So there you go, the Telecaster. That's a great guitar, real great workhorse, as I said. The next guitar I'd like to show you is a Epiphone 1959 Les Paul. Let's have a look at that one. So Epiphone Les Paul. This is a recent model. I want to say this is maybe 5 years old, something like that. I'm not sure when they came out. Wasn't long after they came out. Oh, this is very dirty. Needs to clean, this one does. It's pre-Gibson headstock one. This is actually the Kalamazoo headstock, I think, this one. But yeah, there's not a lot to say about this. They did an absolutely cracking job with it, didn't they? 1959 features. They were supposed to have collaborated with Custom Shop. Supposed to be a limited edition. They're still making it, so I don't know how limited that is. What have I done to this? I've had a bit of trouble with the bridge pickup. So it comes with American burst bookers, a 2 and a 3, I believe. I've changed this. This is a Seymour Duncan 59 in the bridge there, so really nice. Just makes it a little bit different for me. It's just what I like. I had a bit of trouble with that pickup being a little bit microphonic, which they are known for. We're the end of the world. It was absolutely fine. But yeah, so that's my do-it-all cheapo Gibson copy. It's not really a copy, is it? It's an Epiphone. We all know what they are. Yeah, strap locks, same as all my guitars. No other modifications, really, just that pickup. And that's it. Strings-wise, I use the same on all my guitars, so that's Helix 10 to 46. I use them because I sweat like a buggery. So it saves me having to change strings every single gig. I can get, 3 or 4 gigs at least out of an axe if I use those strings. So that's what I do. They're a little bit more expensive, but they save me time and money in the long run. Next one. Right, number 3 on this list, I think we'll take a look at the PRS DGT SE. Let's have a look. So if you're a subscriber, you already know that I'm a bit of a PRS fanboy, in particular the SE line. I absolutely adore them. This is my gold top DGT SE. This one, I got this, I can't remember when I got this one. When they first came out, I got the other one, the Tobacco Burst one. Absolutely brilliant guitar. That one's on wall downstairs. It gets used as and when, but you know, these are like your Les Paul, but don't weigh anything. And they've got a trem, obviously. That's all I've done with these, really. I've put lampshades on. They prefer those to the standard ones. I can get at this coil tap a little bit easier with them. I'll show you that. 2 humbuckers sound absolutely fantastic. Awesome neck. I think I said this before, but I believe it's based on a 335 neck of Dave Grissom's, or one that he owned at some point. In any case, it's great. I've upgraded this one. I've put the locking tuners on. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, the quality of these instruments is absolutely outstanding for the money. And I think I said before, you can pick these up all day now, second-hand for 650. I've not had a second-hand one. This was brand new, and I've got another one, like I say, as a spare. SE DGT, absolute winner. And while we're talking about PRS, let's have a look at the Silver Sky SE Model 2. That'll be my number 4. Yeah, to finish off, another super lightweight PRS SE. You've seen this one. Once again, this is the green SE Silver Sky. What can I say about that? They are what they are, aren't they? You know, we know what they are. They're just refined in every way. Pickup sound absolutely great on it. You know, they've got these little cutouts and things that really, really make them different to Fenders in a lot of ways. I mean, a bit Marmitey headstock, I suppose. You either love it or you don't. The bird inlays, once again, you either love it or you don't. I do, I really like it. I'm not into fancy stuff, really. But yeah, it suits this kind of guitar. Got 2 of these, once again. I got a green one and I got a dragon fruit one when they first came out, and absolutely love them. I've not really looked back. This really gets more play than anything else. Not this one. I tend to use my dragon fruit one. It's in a case somewhere, that one. Goes out gigging. Once again, 10 to 46 elixirs. Same on all my axes. Can't beat these. Can't beat them for money. And they come up dirt cheap occasionally, so if you ever see one of these knocking about, grab one. It's really, really worthwhile. So hopefully there you've seen quite a good example of the kind of guitars I take out and play. Now you've got to bear in mind, all these guitars plug into a modeler, some description. Right now, currently, as I am recording this, I've had a bit of an issue with the Helix Stadium. Now, it's nothing to do with the Helix Stadium per se. It's something that I've been working on with Line 6, and things didn't quite go to plan. So my Stadium currently is en route back to my house from elsewhere. But that aside, so that will appear in this video as my main unit. But I've also got some other effects that I use. So, for example, Cortex Mini. Took this out last week because of the situation with the Helix. It's absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, so the next thing to look at really is the pedal setup. This one is the setup I use if I'm using the Cortex Mini. Now, as you can see, I've got an air step here, and I've also got a expression pedal, which I'll come on to. But let's just say, look, this is volume, and it's either 100% or I don't have it all the way back down to 0, so that might be 75% heel down. Air step, that controls my scenes from the Quad Cortex there, so that controls my scenes. This one is my tap tempo. Oh, it's not switched on. The nice thing about this as well, I'm not sure you're aware, but this one's on batteries. So yeah, that's my tap tempo. As you can see, that does that bit. I've also got this program, so a long press on that will defeat the effects, my vocal effects on my desk. So there's a cable that comes out of this one here. Just a jack cable that you'll have seen in the other video if you watched it. Other than that, we've got literally, you can put it into gig view. We'll have clean, we'll have crunchy, we'll have a chorusy effect, and we'll have a a lead tone. I'll play you through these. I'll do a demo of these. Yeah, that's that really. You'll be able to see on there the scenes. Page 1, page the default, whatever, you know, you'll be able to see. I can just switch through my scenes like that. I've not named them because I know what they are. But yeah, that's it really. What I'm running on this, on the Quad Cortex, is the John Mayer plugin that I profiled into the Quad Cortex from the plugin on the Mac. So that gives me a couple of clones that I've got here. So for example, where are we? In the clean tone, that's the Gravity Clean Bright. I've got the bright switch on that. I think I've been through in a video how I captured these. I believe in 4.1 version of this, we're going to get access to the John Mayer plugin, so that might be an option if you are interested in this. You get a little bit more control over things, but this is basically set up how I would have it anyway. Crunchy tone there is pretty much the same. I just have a Z boost on the front with a bit of gain on it. So again, that's the chorus will be again the same amp model, sorry, the same amp clone with the chorus engine on, and I've just got a little bit of chorus there. I'll give you a demo of this. I'll play some stuff through at the end of the video so you can see it, and I'll put up what it is that's being played. And of course, the lead tone there actually changes capture, and that goes on to the Strat Solo. I'm not quite sure whether it isn't a John Mayer preset, that one. That's something I found in the actual software that I really like. It sounds great, so that's how I use it. And that's it really, folks, for that one. That's your Quad Cortex. Now, what we can also do on this board is swap the Quad Cortex out for the AM4. And again, I've got this program so it can control the AM4 as well. I've done a video on the AM4 if you want to have a look at that. But more or less the same kind of thing. The modelling on this is absolutely outstanding. I think I've said this is probably up there with one of my products of the year. If I was forced to name one, then I'd probably put this in the top 2. It's an absolutely cracking bit of kit. But you know, I like to change. I like to use this kind of thing. I'm late to the game really with the Neural. In any case, look, that's that. So let's have a look at the elephant in the room, which is the Helix. Yeah, so Helix Stadium, like I said, right now, currently at this minute, I'm just waiting for UPS to deliver my unit that's have to go off for repair. Now, I just want to be really clear that wasn't a Line 6 problem, really. It was, again, I was working on something with them and it didn't go according to plan, so I've had to get a replacement. They've dealt with it absolutely brilliant. You know, the service is usually pretty good from Line 6. But yes, as soon as it comes in, I will put that bit into this video and we'll have a look at it. So let's see if it shows up. UPS don't normally let me down, do they? If they let me down, it won't be in this video. If they turn up, well, hey, it's here. Well, folks, Line 6 didn't let us down there. Yeah, showed up. Awesome job. Obviously, now I've got to set this up again. So it's with my old presets, one thing or another. I shouldn't take too long, so I won't do that for this video. I'm not sure if you've seen much of the Stadium at all, but I've got a few videos on it on my channel if you wanted to have a look. You know, you can see the interface is absolutely insane. It's a great interface, you know, which is probably one of the biggest selling points for this, you know. This and obviously the top tier sounds. You've now got the cloning features, so we can clone amps, pedals, amps and cabs, etc, etc. And that's all done in the cloud. Yeah, works really well. What else is new? Yeah, we've got Showcase. You put some songs in there. You can run your tracks or your clicks, everything to time. It can automatically change your patch for you. It's an absolute solid bit of kit. Expression pedal built in. Lovely display. I've heard one or two people mention that these don't look great outside, but that's an OLED thing. It's not really the device. I'd rather have an OLED. I spend more time gigging indoors personally, so it's more important for me to be able to have that. Screen's huge, as you can see. Lovely touchscreen. Reacts like an iPhone in a lot of ways. You know, it's really responsive. Shall we do the peel? Do it together.
Oh my.
Just a good one. What you saw there was actually a clip. So another new feature is if you go up into the and press the paper clip on the amp, it'll give you a rough idea of what that should sound like. It's dead useful, you know, if you plug in a Telecaster into something that should be played with a bass, just get a sound wrong. So it gives you an understanding of what the author of the preset wanted it to sound like. Look, I'm going to get this set up ready for the weekend. I've got a few gigs this weekend, so I need to get that sorted out. I'm going to put a little track together using the QC and, of course, the Stadium there. And you'll see my ugly mug playing guitar in just a second. So thanks for joining me again on that rig rundown part 2, the fun stuff. Hope you enjoyed looking at some of that gear. You know, there's plenty more we can look at. You just need to let me know what you want to see. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and why not subscribe? You know, it's really helpful to the channel. I can bring you more content like this. Down to earth, honest, gigging musician type stuff. We got the Helix back. That's a win, isn't it? That's absolutely brilliant. So we can get that ready for the weekend. I do really appreciate all of you. And don't forget, as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving that Tonex one away. All you need to do is subscribe so I can see you publicly. Leave a comment with the word Tonex in there. I'll find you. And then as soon as we hit that number, I'll randomly draw one of you off and I'll post you out. Might have to be a voucher for one. But I'll make sure that you get your Tonex one. Once again, thank you very much, and I'm going to leave you with a track from the Helix next time. Ta-da!